See, this is Aaron with Alamere, and today I'm counting down my top 40 records of 1973. I added a few to this year, a very solid year. I don't think it's quite as good as the last few years, but it had a lot more really good records. So as the years move on, I will change my list a bit for how many are in there. And so I'll just start right off here, and at number 40, got Genesis, Selling England by the Pound. Really great record, still had Peter Gabriel at this point. And yeah, it's a good record. Very good. Prague. Killer stuff there. At number 39, got the James Gang with Bang. This is after Joe Walsh had already left, but this is a really, really good record. I love this album. Just every song's good on it. Killer stuff here. It's kind of surprising how good they are even without Joe Walsh. So that's a really killer record. And all these records in my lists are things that I have to have on a physical format, one format over another. So if something you really like isn't here, that's because I don't have it probably. And there's about 15 records I didn't even put in this list. So okay, and then next up I've got Rancho Live from Black Oak, Arkansas. Really great band. They just missed out on my last couple of years actually. I like them a lot. There's a great picture there. And yeah, this is a really solid band here. Kind of southern rock with a bit of an attitude. Jim Dandy. This has got some great songs on it too. Killer record there. And at number 37, I've got the debut from BTO, Bachman Turner Overdrive. Really great record. I love this record. I really like Stayed Awake All Night. Crocus redid that, and I like the Crocus version better, but it's really good. Killer record here. Great debut. Of course, Randy Bachman from the Guess Who. There's a label there. So, and up next, number 36, another debut. This is Bruce Springsteen, Greetings from Asbury Park, New Jersey. I like this record. I like Springsteen. I'm not a huge, giant fan of him, but I do like him. And this has Blinded by the Lights, probably the most well-known song, which, Manfred Mann's Earth Band redid a little bit differently. I like the Bruce Springsteen version better, actually. It's pretty cool. So, yeah, this is a good record. Solid stuff. Next up at number 35. This is a great one here. Uriah Heap Live, January 1973. Killer band. I love these guys. And this is a really, really great live record. And it's a double album. And here's the labels. It's got Easy Living, of course. And, it's a great Traveler in Time. Look at Yourself, Magician's Birthday. Killer stuff. Okay, number 34, another really great one. This is kind of an iconic one here. This is Allman Brothers Band, Brothers and Sisters. Really cool album here. Of course, it's got Jennifer, I think, is on this one. Or Jessica, not Jennifer. Jessica, that's a great song. Ramblin' Man, really great album. They're a really great band, southern rock band. And here's my label on it. Pretty cool. And number 33, got the Doobie Brothers with The Captain and Me. Great album here, got China Grove on it, and Long Train Running, really great song. They're a great band. Even these albums down in my lower half of this list are really great. They're on this list because I love them. Every record on this list is albums that I listen to and that I really appreciate. Okay, and number 32. Another debut. This is Susie Quattro. Really like this album. It's got a lot of attitude, kind of hard rock with attitude, like I said. I really like her. She's a great bass player, killer singer. This has Can the Can on it. That's pretty good. But I like Glycerine Queen a lot, and I Want to Be Your Man. The Beatles cover is pretty good. Good album. Okay, at number 31. Second appearance, BTO 2. I think this is slightly better than the first one. Another really good record. Taking Care of Business and Let It Ride are on this. Those are great songs. Killer album. They were a really good band. That's the label there. This is a really good one. So that was number 31. Number 30 this is a really, I like this one a lot. This is a Moontan from Golden Earring. Really big fan of Golden Earring. They're killer. I think they're from the Netherlands. And it has Radar Love on it. I love that song. I love the White Lion version as well. But really underrated band, Golden Earring. Number 29, the Eagles, Desperado. Another really good record. This is a little more folky and country than a lot of the other stuff. And that's not really my thing, but this is a good, solid record. Of course, the title song is iconic. And, it's got Duel and Dalton and Tequila Sunrise. Really good album. I like the Eagles. They're good. Number 28. Got some Fleetwood Mac with Mystery to Me. Really good record. I mean, they've barely missed out. I've had a lot of their records a lot previous years, and they just missed out on the cut of my lists. And I'm sure I'll be adding them in here in the next few years a lot. But this is a really solid record. Bob Welsh era. It's got Hypnotize is an amazing song, but it's all good. This whole album's really good. Solid record. And at number 27, this is a very iconic record. It says Goodbye Yellow Brick Road from Elton John. Great record. I mean, it's got a lot of his big hits on it, of course. The title song is great. And, Candle in the Wind, Benny and the Jets, Funeral for a Friend. Really good album. Double record. Saturday Night's Alright for Fighting. Love the Flotsam and Jetsam version of that. I always go back to the heavy metal bands. So, yeah. Good record there. And this one here, number 26, is very iconic as well. And Randy Nelson, I know, loves these guys. It's one of his two favorite bands, I think. And this is a really good one. This is Quadrophenia from The Who. It's got The Real Me, which Wasp was redone. I love their version. Love Rain Over Me. That's how it ends. Great concept record, double record, really long. It's got a booklet, big booklet in there. My cover's about hammered, but the records play pretty good, and there's the label. But yeah, this is a great record. I mean, everything, even if they're this low on my list, that doesn't mean they're bad. It's just I like other stuff better. But this is a killer record there. Quadrophenia, number 26. And number 25, this is a very influential, really great record. This is Brownsville Station with Yeah. Love this record. Hard rock, not quite heavy metal, but a really good hard rock, fun party album. It's got the original version of Smoking in the Boys' Room on it. But this is a good, solid record all the way through. Killer record, Brownsville Station with Yeah. Okay, number 24. We've got The Smoker You Drink, The Player You Get from Joe Walsh. Another great record. Rocky Mountain Ways on this, I believe. Yep. And, every song's good. Joe Walsh is a great musician. Killer stuff here. And there's the label. So that was number 24. Number 23, got some George Harrison with Living in the Material World. Great album. Give Me Love, Give Me Peace on Earth on it. It was the big hit off this. But it's got a lot of great musicians on this. Ringo Starr plays drums along with Jim Keltner. Klaus Vormann on the bass. Killer record. It's half the Beatles, so. And I really like this album a lot. Big fan of it. And yep, there we go. George Harrison at number 23. Number 22, got Shootout at the Fantasy Factory from Traffic. Love this record too. I like the cut corners they did on this one and Low Spark of High Hill Boys. Really good record here. I really enjoy listening to this record. Killer stuff. Traffic, great band. Okay, and then at number 21, just missing out on the top 20, is Jim Croce with I've Got a Name. I grew up listening to Jim Croce, so I really like him. He's probably my favorite folk singer, folk rock, whatever. But this is I Got a Name, Lover's Cross is on this. Working on the Car Wash Blues, that's a great song. Have to Say I Love You in a Song, of course, is really good. Really good record here. He was a very good artist. And there's the label. And starting out my top 20 with some hard rock. Very influential in the heavy metal, 80s metal. This is Sladest by Slade. It's the best of. So it's got some great songs. Mama We're All Crazy Now, Come On Feel the Noise, which Quiet Riot both made it into hits. Goodbye to Jane, which Whitney Fox has redone. Great stuff here. They were a really good band. I like Slade. And this is Sladest at number 19, I believe. Oh, that was number 20. Number 19, of course, a very iconic band. This is a great record. And it's some people's favorite by them. It's not mine, but it is a lot of people. This House of the Holy from Led Zeppelin. Great album. It's a little folkier side of them at times. Killer stuff on here. I mean, I love this album. And that's on the Atlantic instead of the Swan Song. But this is a really good record here. And at number 18, got another iconic record. Raw Power, Iggy and the Stooges. Great record. This is a reissue, and it has 2 different mixes of the record. So it has the whole record twice. One of them with the original David Bowie mix, and then a mix from Iggy Pop. And they both sound good. They're pretty similar. But yeah, this is a great record. Search and Destroy, title song, killer stuff. Very killer band. I don't like this quite as much as Funhouse. Most people like this one better, but I'm a Funhouse guy. But this is a killer record too. Really great. And then at number 17, John Lennon with Mind Games. Another great one. Big fan. I'm a huge Beatles fan, of course. And that's a pretty cool label there. But this is John Lennon, Mind Games. Great record. And... oh, okay. Number 16. Just beating out John Lennon is Ringo. With Ringo, I love this record. This one, I've actually listened to this probably more of any of their solo records from this year. I just love this album. You got Photograph on it. Is it I'm the Greatest? You're the Greatest. It's really good. I like that song. No, I'm the Greatest. I love that song. Killer. You're 16. That's pretty good. Oh My. Kind of a dance song, but it's really cool. I just love Ringo's voice. He was my favorite Beatle when I was a kid, so I've always liked his stuff, but this is one of his most solid records here. I literally love this one. Killer stuff. And I think it's got a lot of the same players as that George Harrison record, actually. So that's pretty cool. Okay, number 15. I've got Jim Croce again with Life and Times. This is probably my favorite Jim Croce record. I love this one. I grew up listening to this. Roller Derby Queen's one of my favorite songs he did. It's got Bad Bad Leroy Brown. Speedball Tucker's a really great one. It's a really good record. Alabama Rain. Killer stuff. And this is probably the last he'll appear on my list because unfortunately he passed away after this in a plane crash. After this year, I think. So... and number 15, we got Band on the Run from Paul McCartney. I listen to the Ringo more, but this is probably a better record. This is a great record. They call it the Sgt. Pepper of his career, but it's just an iconic record. Killer stuff. Jet. That's killer. Helen Wills. I love Helen Wills. Great album all the way through. Really solid effort from Paul McCartney. And Wings, of course. I think is it both? Not just Paul McCartney on this at this point. Basically Wings. Killer record. Band on the Run. Okay, at number 13. Debut from a really good band. Aerosmith. Really killer records. Of course, it's got Dream On. I like Walking the Dog a lot. Their version of that's really killer. Moving Out. Mama Kin, which Guns N' Roses redid. Make It's killer. Killer debut. Great album. From Aerosmith. And at number 12, this is the first time I haven't had one on vinyl. I have to use a CD. It's a debut from Queen. Is that upside down? No. Really good debut. Solid effort. It's a really, really great album, actually. Keep Yourself Alive starts with that. 7 Seas of Rye is great. Great King Rat. Really good album here. So that's my first one I had to use a CD from all these lists so far. But I will be using some CDs and occasionally some cassettes as well, going through further on down the road. And at number 11, one of my favorite bands, Who Do You Think We Are from Deep Purple. Just listened to this the other day to remember how great this is. This is a really good record. Rap Bat Blues, killer. Woman from Tokyo, Mary Long, Smooth Dancer, killer record. Not quite as solid as our 3 previous records, but this is really good. Great, great record. I'm a huge Deep Purple fan, so there we go. And so this coming up next is my top 10. And number 10, very iconic record, Goat's Head Soup from the Rolling Stones. Great record here. Of course, you got Heartbreaker on it and Angie, but this whole thing is solid all the way through. Really cool cover. I've always liked this cover. Of course, there's the 2 big stars, and then put the rest of the band on the inside. But great record here, Goat Head Soup, number 10. Number 9, another debut record here. And this is a killer, highly iconic record. This is Leonard Skinner's debut. And, this Tuesday's Gone, Give Me 3 Steps, Simple Man, Free Bird. I mean, come on, this is just killer. Killer stuff here. Love this record. And, Leonard Skinner, big fan of them. Number 9. And number 8, here's a great one here. $1 Billion Babies from Alice Cooper. Killer record. Maybe one of his very best of the 70s. Maybe his best of the 70s. Killer record. It's got, really good songs on here. I Love the Dead. I love that one. Of course, Hello Hooray, Elected, title song. I'm missing the, I've got the dollar. That's in really good shape, but I'm missing the cutouts there. But killer record. All right, number 7. Got some Blue Oyster Cult with Tyranny and Mutation. This is maybe my favorite Blue Oyster Cult record. I love this album. Very raw, killer songs. The Red and the Black. 7 Screaming Dizbusters. That song is so great. Hot Rails to Hell is amazing. Great record here. Love this one. This is actually lower on my list than their debut was, but I like this one better. It's just there was some records I liked better this year. But this is a excellent record there. All right, number 6. Got some Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath. Killer record. Love this one. One of their best. All the old Ozzy ones are great. This is no exception. Spiral Architect and Sabracadabra, National Acrobat, title song. Really great album all the way through. Killer Sabbath record. And number 5, another debut. This is a really killer record. This is Montrose. Love this album. It's got Rock Candy, killers. Rock the Nation, Bad Motor Scooter. Great record. Sammy Hagar over here. Killer singer, Ronnie Montrose. Amazing band, amazing record. So the number 5 is Montrose. Number 4, one of my favorite records of all time, Trey Zombres from ZZ Top. Love this record. Starting off with Waiting for the Bus and Jesus Just Left Chicago, Beer Drinkers and Hellraisers. What a way to start a record. And Master of Sparks. It's got LaGrange on here, of course, and Precious and Grace. A little bit of gospel influence in a couple of the songs, but it's a great bluesy rock record. Killer stuff. Never get tired of this record. And at number 3, this will be a lot of people's number 1, but my number 1 and 2, I couldn't put them any lower. This is Dark Side of the Moon from Pink Floyd. Of course, the highly iconic album, great stuff. Have a Cigar, Money, great album. No, Have a Cigar isn't on this. What am I thinking? Us and Them, Breathe, that's a great one. On the Run, Time, oh, I love Time. Brain Damage, killer record here, of course. Everyone knows this one. Great album. And my numbers 1 and 2 are related, and I've heard these albums since I was a kid, and they kind of are very influential to me. Even though they are not original records, I just could not put them any lower than 1 and 2. This is the Beatles' 1962 to 1966. My number 2. Great. They call it the Red Album. Greatest hits of their early stuff. It's just, I mean, you just look at the track list on here, and it's just one amazing song after another. Amazing how they put out that many great songs in 8 years. And then, of course, that means number 1 is 1967 and 1970, their later years, which is what I prefer just a little bit over the early stuff. But, I mean, it's just I couldn't put this any lower than that just with the... It's just got so many great songs. You know, starts with Strawberry Fields Forever and ends with The Long and Winding Road. Everything in between is amazing. Killer. Probably the best 2 compilation records of all time right there. You know, if they had more, you know, I like the heavy metal stuff better. Well, I don't know about better, but they just had so many great songs. And so that caps it off. My number 1 is the Beatles Blue record. Number 2, Beatles Red. Number 3, Dark Side of the Moon from Pink Floyd. Number 4, Trey Zombres from ZZ Top. Number 5, the debut from Montrose. Number 6, Sabbath Bloody Sabbath from Black Sabbath. Number 7, Tyranny and Mutation from Blue Oyster Cult. Number 8, we got Billion Dollar Babies from Alice Cooper. Number 9, Leonard Skinner. Number 10, Goat's Head Soup from the Rolling Stones. Number 11, Who Do You Think We Are from the Deep Purple. Number 12, Queen's debut. Number 13, Aerosmith. Number 14, Band on the Run from Paul McCartney. Number 15, Life and Times from Jim Croce. Number 16, Ringo Starr. Number 17, Mind Games from John Lennon. Number 18, Raw Power, Iggy and the Stooges. Number 19, Houses of the Holy, Led Zeppelin. Number 20, Sladist by Slade. Number 21, I Got a Name, Jim Croce. Number 22, Shoot Out of the Fantasy Factory from Traffic. Number 23, Living the Material World, George Harrison. Number 24, The Smoker You Drink, The Player You Get, Joe Walsh. Number 25, Yeah from Brownsville Station. Number 26, Quadrophenia, The Who. Number 27, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, Elton John. Number 28, Mistreated Me, Fleetwood Mac. Number 29, Desperado, The Eagles. Number 30, Moontown, Golden Earring. Number 31, Bachman Turner Overdrive 2. Number 32, Susie Quattro. Number 33, Doobie Brothers, Captain of Me. Number 34, Brothers and Sisters from the Allman Brothers Band. Number 35, Uriah Heap Live. Number 36, Greetings from Asbury Park, New Jersey, Bruce Springsteen. Number 37, BTO debut. Number 38, Rancho and Roll Live from Black Oak, Arkansas. Number 39, Bang from the James Gang. And number 40, Selling England by the Pound from Genesis. So there goes 1973. I'm really excited for 1974 because a lot of great bands are coming in. And all right, everybody, keep on rocking.